consistently impressed, and Norristown did what Quakertown did not want them to do, make a quick, long strike.
That's exactly right. But it looks like Quakertown, after that touchdown, they're coming out now, and they're moving the ball in the first couple
yes,
plays
they are.
very well. And what you like to do after you score to take a lead and hope you deflate some of the confidence of your opposition, you want to come out and get a stop right away.
That's exactly right. You don't want to let them get back into the game. You're right.
Let's see how both teams handle this. Boy, I watched that Tara Spearman down there doing all those cartwheels and flips. I don't know, she must be dead tired because we had the Spirit Day assembly in the gymnasium day today, and these cheerleaders were doing cartwheel after cartwheel. Got to be in great physical condition to do that. Okay, here we are, first play of the second period. Lemuel hands off to number 34.
Number 1 came up strong. Brad Baker put a hit on Mr. Weibel.
You look down, Norristown plays a lot of players both ways, Joe.
Yeah.
22, 56. That's Jacobs, Vanna Linda.
Well, Tom, when you're 16 or 17 years old,
Brad Baker, I guess so.
You can think you can play 60 minutes.
Well, the kids can. They want to play.
Yeah.
They want to play.
Oh, yeah.
You got Jake Williams out wide there on coverage. Backs, one back. There's a low pass. He picks it up. That's number 5, Gaffney. They rule incomplete.
Yeah. He trapped the ball. Clearly trapped the ball. Good call by the official.
But you saw where he got to. He had a lot of room to run if he picked that up, Joe.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, these are the formations that Coach Grove was concerned about his defense being able to pick up their keys and to make the proper adjustments. And the official moved the ball there. I don't believe it was a penalty, or was it? No, third down. What is it? Third down and 5. Again, big defensive play right here for Norristown. Single back. That's Weibel. Gaffney and Wimmer split right. Straight drop back. Underneath pattern. First down. And Norristown is not defending those underneath routes, Coach, or Joe.
No, they're giving them a lot of room, and as you say, Tom, we're with a defensive team with the speed that Norristown has, they shouldn't be given a 5 and 10 yard cushion. It's makes no sense.
Oh, unless they feel that they respect Quakertown's speed equitably.
Yeah.
But they're spreading Norristown out, and it's difficult. One of the toughest things to do in high school is play pass defense. Straight handoff left side, not much room for Weibel there. Maybe a yard, called 2nd and 9.
Linebacker Blaine Pierce made a nice play on that.
Ball just inside the 50-yard line into Eagle territory. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Blaine Pierce slipped through the interference and made a tackle, holding Weibel to a single yard, which is no small feat.
Broken record. Wide outs, both sides, split back, pass back to Gaffney. Once again incomplete, and that was very close to being a lateral. That pass could have been very, very easily called a lateral.
And a free ball, right?
Like to see that on instant replay here, but that's one of the restrictions for Norristown Area School District Television Network. But they're working on that.
Right, 3rd and 9. Here's Lemuel. Lemuel's not very sharp tonight so far.
No, but another key play here. Very, very key defensive play. We sound like broken records, but in a big game of such a meaningful, significant game, there are a lot of big plays.
All right.
Straight drop, little rollout right, wide open number 1 once again, and I believe he's going to be just short of the first down.
I think you're right. Needs about a yard.
Nick Gross.
Wouldn't surprise me to see Quakertown go for it, Tom.
Well, at the 40-yard line, wouldn't surprise me either. What they may do is try to entice Norristown to go off sides with a long count.
Yep.
And then maybe call timeout and reassess what they want to do. If I were coach, that's what I would do.
What do you bet that Weibel gets the ball on this play?
Well, let's see if they're going to line up for a punt or No, looks like they're gonna go for it. Let's see if they try to entice Norristown with a long count to go all sides and get the automatic first down. No, straight handoff, and I don't know.
I don't know either.
This is now the game's. This play is in the officials' hands. There was no push forward, but it looks like the official's going to give the spot in favor of the Panthers.
They had a favorable spot there. It was a close call.
Yeah, and the nose is almost touching the 40, and I don't think the nose was close to the 40.
Well, Coach Cherubon showed me something there, Tom, going it for 4th and 1 at near midfield.
That's right, but that's a call you want to go in favor of the home team. A spot, I should say.
That's true.
There's another pass back.
That's another lateral.
Gaffney broke 1 tackle, 2 tackle, turn the end, got about 5.
Second and third effort by number 5.
He's a strong runner when he gets the ball. Now, that's about the 4th or 5th time they've attempted that play. And he's open to get the ball every single time. There needs to be an adjustment. I'm not a football aficionado by any stretch of the imagination, so I can't offer suggestion, but I can state that something needs to be adjusted. Straight hand, because it seems like right now they have the ability now to contain Weibel. Now they got to stop that short passing game.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and about 5.
And this game is moving along at a rapid pace. We're inside of 9 minutes in the second period.
No penalties. And what passes are being attempted are being caught, so that the clock continues
for
to
the
run.
most part.
Yeah.
Except for the 2.
Yeah, the 2
balls
laterals.
In
yeah.
Right. Single back, that's Weibel. Gaffney in motion. Roll out right. And open but overthrown was Gaffney. Boy, is he a go-to guy or what?
That's 4 straight plays.
Might you put 2 players on him?
Not a bad idea.
Or what do they call that? Shadowing a player?
That's what they used to do with Randall Cunningham.
And now they're doing it with McNabb.
That's correct.
Joe, when I played football, I wasn't shadowed too often. The defense didn't seem a need to shadow me.
They called you the galloping ghost, did they?
That's exactly right.
Okay. Speaking of ghosts, there's a lot of ghosts on this field. A lot of great players played on this turf.
Oh, I'll say, what a great catch. Gaffney went high to get that one. Inside the 30 to the 27.
Got a first down.
He's a football player. There's no doubt about it. There are athletes and there are football players. He's an athlete that is a football player.
Well said, Tom.
All right, Norristown needs to come up with a big break here. A turnover, a fumble, an interception, because
they're driving slowly and steadily.
Well, you can see confidence. They're just exuding confidence, that being the Quakertown Panthers. Little misdirection handoff there.
Pick of about 7. Number 2 on the tackle, Jake Williams.
No, number 2's for Norristown, Joe. Who made the tackle? Williams?
I think Jake Williams
made the tackle, okay. I was trying to pick up the runner. Was that Kratz or was that Weibel?
That was Weibel. Misdirection.
They are throwing a lot of looks and different play sequences at the...
Yeah, they're a well-coached team. They're everything we read about.
Handoff Weibel, left tackle, maybe 2. He didn't need that much.
Middle of the Norristown line stepped up big there.
Going to bring up a 3rd and short though, Joe.
Yep. Number 56.
That's Sean Van
Olinda.
And he's playing with an injury. Injured his ankle last week against Cheltenham. Didn't practice all week. Was doubtful as of lunchtime today.
Here you can see his left ankle is wrapped.
3rd and 2. Number 7, flanker back, direct handoff, right off right side. I mean, that's just Woody Hayes type of 3 yards in a cloud of dust type of play.
Smash mouth football. That's the kind of play where Woody Hayes would pull that black baseball cap down over his eyes.
That's right. That's right. First down on the 16, 1st and 10 for Quakertown.
Woody Hayes, Tommy, we're dating ourselves.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, I remember Newt Rockney.
Well, I'm not quite that old yet, Joe. Back split here. 1st and 10, 16. Quick pitch. Weibel cuts it back up. He's a hard runner. Kicks it inside the 10 to the 8. Gain of 8. Norristown right now can't stop Cheltenham.
Number 32.
Excuse me, not Cheltenham, Quakertown.
Number 32 in the tackle, Jason Thompson. Excuse me.
It's been Norristown's offense that's been their big gun this year. Their defense has been about average because most teams have been able to move the ball in the Eagles. A Weibel left tackle, missed tackle. Somebody just waved at him and he went right, tried to grab his shirt.
Yeah, you
Norristown's really back on their heels now.
You cannot hand tackle a back like Weibel. Number 19 on the tackle though, Jamal Blackwell, a very, very impressive sophomore.
Yes, he is.
He's 6'3", 205 pounds as a 15-year-old. Look out.
1st and goal, ball at the 3. Weibel, touchdown.
He walked in.
Walked in standing up. And if you just notice out there how businesslike Quakertown accepted that touchdown. Not a lot of high-fiving, slapping, bumping, dancing. They have a job to do. They did their job. Now let's get the extra point and let's bring our defense out. Norristown, on the other hand, is going to have to pick it up a little bit and not let that long, effective drive bother them.
Right.
Ryan Wimmer in to attempt the extra point. He missed earlier on a 28-yard field goal attempt. Extra points are kicked in the 10, making it a 20-yard extra point attempt. And got that one through with no problem to tie the score. So with 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter, we had the score. Norristown 7, Quakertown 7. So we're right back where we started.
A very, very entertaining game. Good football. Good football. But you're right about the business-like attitude that Quakertown showed on that drive. Methodical. And Weibel acted like he had been there before, handing the ball to the referee.
Absolutely.
Somebody is going to have to stoke the Eagles up here because they're in a war tonight.
Right,
they're in a war.
They're in a war. What they hope now is get good, maybe a good run back, a good field position. 5 minutes and 15 seconds, or what was it? 5:19, 5:15.
Yeah,
is plenty of time with 3 timeouts to mount a scoring drive.
Yes.
And you don't have to hurry right now. It seems like a long time ago since Jason Thompson broke that long run. And if I'm not mistaken, it was an 89-yard drive when Gaffney let the ball go here at the 11, which took over 8 minutes.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
It's going to be Brad Baker. Baker takes us to the 30. Definitely could see they're kicking the ball away from James Jacobs, which is sensible.
Sure.
Because Baker doesn't have that breakaway speed or power to break tackles as Jacobs does.
One thing about these boys on special teams, it takes a special kind of courage to play on these special teams because you're going down there like a rocket and just crashing into everything.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You have to have a lot of heart to play special teams and to be good at it. Okay, here comes Jacobs wide left, along with Jake Williams, number 2, single back.
Interesting
Thompson
formation
in the backfield. Let's get some blocking for Blake. It looks like it's going to be a pass formation, but it's a direct handoff. doesn't fool Quakertown at all. Although second effort by Thompson gets the ball to the 34.
They squirted away, got another 3 or 4 yards. Nice run by Thompson.
Perhaps Coach Grove was trying to set something up for maybe an option off that formation, because you do have speed with Jacobs and Williams.
Blinding speed. You're right.
That spread type formation certainly has proven effective for Quakertown.
Yes.
All right, now you have Brad Baker wide left. Wing back, Baxton and I. Bet the house the ball goes to Jacobs here. And there's going to be a penalty. The defense did move, but let's see who. Is that number 86 for Norristown?
I think the right defensive end for Quakertown flinched, but now they're calling it against the Eagles.
Well, Skeet Miller, who's a longtime official up here, saw what we saw. We saw the Quakertown player move first, which perhaps enticed number 86.
Number 66.
That
would be. Billy Hayes.
Okay, so now Norristown, after a nice run, is faced with a 2nd and 11. Backs are split now. Baker wide left. Oh, no time at all.
Ooh.
Absolutely no blocking. Who was that?
Number 56, Port Weingartner. Brad Weingartner.
Junior linebacker blitz right in there. So that penalty, which really hurt them, and now the sack.
Right.
Now they're 3rd and, close to maybe 20.
Yeah. Weingartner wasn't even touched.
3rd and 21 from the 20, and there's 3:43 left in the half. And if they have to punt here, Quakertown should get good field position. If they don't make this first down, get good field position for the ensuing punt and have plenty of time with 3 timeouts left.
I don't think they'll throw it here, Tom. I think they'll send it into the line and try to kick it away. With draw play.
And that was Jacobs on the draw to the 24-yard line.
Right. That was the safe call. That was the wise call.
Well, it's important now that Norristown gets a good snap. Blocker, holder blocks. Fazzari he needs a good punt here.
Gross and Wimmer back deep for the Panthers. Both those young men play both ways, Gross and Wimmer.
Not a good punt. They're going to get great field position. Oh, he got a good roll, though.
Got a great roll.
He got an outstanding roll. Jason Fazzari got away with that one. Takes the ball back inside the 30 to 29.
That ball must have rolled 20, 25 yards, Tom.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because it's only about an 18-yard punt from scrimmage.
Right.
And if you look at the clock now, Joe, with 2:28 to go until halftime, 3 timeouts left. What do you do if you're the Quakertown Panthers and Coach Steve Cherrybond?
I think they will. I think they will go for a quick strike. I don't think they'll play it conservative at all. They're in the other guy's building. That's when you take a chance. They have nothing to lose.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what Coach Highland's prediction is correct. They have the back split now, and they're forced to take a timeout. There's a lot of confusion there. It's the first time they showed any confusion. So you might have been right there. They might have had something up their sleeve there.
Lemuel, I think when they called the play, Lemuel came out of the formation, didn't like what he saw, and wisely called a timeout. That shows poise on the part of the young man.
Along with his coaches over there screaming timeout, timeout, timeout. He better show some poise. Where the backup might be in quicker than we think. Coming up at halftime, Joe, tonight is also homecoming.
Yes, indeed.
Had a great spirit week all week at Norristown with different themes each day during the week. Students handled it extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying the teachers handled it very well, but the students loved it. And
I understand you behaved yourself, though.
Yes, I did. we try to encourage our students in all positive ways. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see if my partner here is close in his prediction. Backs are split. Gaffney in motion, tight. Straight handoff. Right over right tackle. Looks like a fumble. Looks like a fumble. I don't see any Norristown players jumping up, so probably clock is running. They retain possession of the ball, the Panthers. Gain of about 3 on the play, called 2nd and 7. Ball at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half in a very well played game.
They don't seem to be in much of a hurry here. It almost appears Quakertown might be happy to go in salvaging a tie here in the first 2 periods. Straight drop back. Ooh, closely, almost intercepted. Ball did hit the ground.
Number 5 put a wicked hit, Blaine Pierce, on number 1, Nicky Gross.
And nearly intercepted. All right, 3rd and 7 here. Now, what do you do if you're Norristown? A minute 39. Do you call if they run the ball? Do you call timeout to maybe?
Yes.
Look for a block punt. I would. You can't be afraid now. You're in basically a championship setting, a championship situation.
That's correct.
They've got to play to win.
Norristown has got to beat either Quakertown and or Downingtown to make the playoffs. This is a must win.
Now, I'd call time if I were Norristown right now. Call time. And it looks like a loose ball. It looks like a loose ball. He goes all the way. Jason Thompson. Now, Joe, it looked like the player was hit, was stopped. Apparently the whistle didn't blow. The ball was pried loose. Was it a fumble or did he steal the ball?
I think what happened is during.
Yeah, Jason Thompson
stole the ball.
Stole the ball. Thompson stole the ball. Thompson stole the ball. Little levity there.
Reminiscent of that
Johnny Most.
That's right.
John Havlicek.
That's right.
He did steal the ball. What a great heads up. What a big uplifting play. Now you got to make this. You got to make this extra point. Every point opportunity is crucial tonight. The hold, the kick, it's up.
Nice.
It's good.
Very nice.
What a turn of events, Joe.
Jason
11 seconds ago, Quakertown was approaching the line of scrimmage, almost getting ready to punt the ball, and what happens, 11 seconds, they find themselves down 7.
Big play by Jason Thompson.
He's the man of the hour tonight. And Channel 6 is here, I believe, doing some coverage of the game. Gary Papa. Of course, by the time you hear this telecast on NASD TV, Gary Papa might be covering the Flyers in the Stanley Cup. They do have a tendency to delay when they play some of these games on.
Well,
last week I enjoyed watching the Council Rock Norristown game of '87.
Well, what they do, Tom, they put these away like a fine wine, and they bring them out after it ages in the keg a little bit.
That's exactly right. Only kidding. We enjoy doing this. Talk about cutting our own throats. All right, there's the kickoff by Fazzari. And that's Gaffney, not going to make it back to the 20.
Great pursuit by the Norristown Eagles, special teams.
Boy,
great hustle.
What a big play does to lift your
20.
spirits. Norristown's got to parlay this now. They got to parlay this now. Now, what do you do here if you're quick? Now you're down 7 with 122. Now are you a little timid?
Now you have to play it close to the vest, I think. Into the game for Norristown is number 40, Danny Lester.
Dan Lester. His dad, former classmates of ours. And there, as a matter of fact, there are the Lesters down there enjoying the game.
Dan, one of 8 children.
Right. That's why Papa Ed is looking at, thinking it's daytime right now. Okay, straight handoff. You're right, Joe.
Yeah.
Weibel straight up the middle.
Little over a minute left to play.
Now, what concerns me a little, it seems like Quakertown, although they match up relatively the same in size, it seems they're more physical, and could conditioning, the way they power drive that, could that play an effect? That's why the lead is so important.
Yes, indeed.
Every point
Good
is
point,
so important.
Tom. Excellent point.
Weibel again. He breaks one. He breaks it. Norristown the last 2 weeks have been arm tackling, and they're missing some tackles.
Number 17 on that tackle, Davey Watson.
And timeout. Now Quakertown calls the timeout with 42 seconds. Could they possibly look to go? That's their second one. They have one remaining. Could they possibly, Joe, coin timeout, maybe to set up, go for a couple long bombs down the field?
Well, I mean, Norristown is going to be ready for it because their free safety is playing 20, 25 yards deep. And frankly, I don't think Lemuel, I mean, he has a nice arm, but he doesn't have that cannon that's going to be able to throw it 40, 50 yards.
And Norristown's liable to go into a prevent type of defense.
Oh, I think so. I think their free safety will set up in West Norton. I mean,
well, yeah, and just along those lines, you know, it's a prevent defense, and some people say a prevent defense does that, prevents nothing.
Right.
Actually, if they line up in West Norton, they're out of bounds.
Right.
So let's say they might be lined up. That's the east end down there, Joe.
That's correct.
So say Black Horse. If they line up on Black Horse, they're liable to be recruited by Plymouth White Marsh.
Right.
Okay. Here's an option pass. Long. Okay. They did set a halfback. Now that's one option Norristown has seen, Joe.
Yep.
So they have to be aware of that. And that was number 15 that threw the ball very nicely, John Taylor.
John Taylor, yes, he did.
He's a backup quarterback, so when he comes in the game, you have to understand that when he comes in the game as a position player other than quarterback, you have to be aware of that.
Norristown had 3 people on Gaffney, and that's a wise defensive move. Very wise. Gaffney taking a breather.
You got number 2 out here, Brian Wimmer. Straight handoff to Weibel.
No, that's not Weibel.
It's not Weibel?
No. That's number, I don't know who.
Could have been, was it 28 maybe?
No, number 15. John Taylor.
Well, that's the quarterback. The backup quarterback. Well, obviously now they're letting the clock run. Look for them to throw it downfield, Joe, with 13, 12, 11, maybe not. They're liable to maybe just let the clock run out. They're letting the clock run out. And that's going to bring an end to the first half of play with the score. Norristown 14, Quakertown 7. And when we come back, Joe, after the break, and speaking of the break, you'll be able to see the halftime festivities.
Yes, indeed. Again, at the end of the first half, in a very well played game, it's Norristown 14, Quakertown 7. What's that?